Alright guys, this is going to be an extra bonus video, and I want to start this out by saying that I genuinely appreciate all the nice and positive comments and all the reviews that you guys have left on all my courses. I genuinely appreciate that. I mean that. It really helps rank my courses a lot better. It helps me out a lot. Even if it's not positive feedback, I still genuinely appreciate it. It helps me out. It helps me be a better instructor so that I can, better teach the knowledge that I'm trying to impart on you through the platform. So I appreciate all the feedback, positive and negative. Obviously, uh, if you haven't reviewed any of my stuff, I genuinely would hope that you would. It helps me, like I said, if the positive ones help me rank my courses better, and the negative ones even help me become a better instructor. So I wanted to just say that I've been reading some of the comments, I've been reading some of the reviews, and thank you from the bottom of my heart, guys. One of the things that I did notice is a lot of people were saying that I talk too fast. So, I apologize for that. It's always been a habit, even when I was younger and I gave speeches. It was something I did. So, I think I talk too fast because I'm passionate about the subjects that I'm teaching. I talk too fast because I'm excited to get the content out there, and I'm just passionate about the process of teaching you guys. So sometimes I get a little carried away with the speed. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and that's why I genuinely appreciate your feedback. So, I'll try to talk a little bit slower, kind of slow things down here and there, try to make a point to do that and break that habit for you guys, and hopefully that will help me teach better and help you guys, take the knowledge in better and better, adhere and use the information that I'm teaching. But with that being said, I want to move on. Now, this is going to be a bonus lecture. I'm going to throw this at the end of the course. I have been getting a lot of questions on, certain specifics of how to build the website. And I'm always, always, always here to help you guys. I genuinely mean that. I'm always available to answer questions. I'm always available to give you tips and tricks, and kind of if you have something you want to run by me, please let me know. Like I said, you can always message me on Udemy's platform, or actually, I'd prefer if you emailed me at Brian, that's Brian with a Y, at bgmediainnovation.com. I'd love to help you out with that. But with that being said, I can't. My student base is reaching about 20,000 currently. At the moment I'm giving this lecture, so I'm beyond excited about that. Thank you guys so much. It still blows my mind to this day. So we're building this like-minded community. And we're all going to help each other make it, and it's super exciting. I couldn't be more stoked. So thank you for that, number one. But with that being said, it's hard for me to answer messages on Udemy's platform now with that many students, and as it continually increases, I'm sure. So I'm much more responsive on email. So if you do send me a message on Udemy and I haven't gotten back to you right away, it can be tough sometimes to sort through the messages of thousands. So that might be the reason, but I will get back to you hopefully. Some of the messages can get lost in the scrolling. So if you email me at Brian, that's Brian with a Y, at bgmediainnovation.com, I'm much more responsive. I will definitely get back to you 100%. Like I said, I'm not always on Udemy's platform. I'm not always signed in, but I am. I usually, if I'm on my computer, I usually have my email up in the background. I'm always checking it. I also have my email attached to my phone. I'm not always checking my email on my phone, but if I need to see something or it pops up, maybe I'll notice it. So I'm much more responsive to email if you're trying to get a hold of me with a question. Now, with that being said, uh, you know, while I'm available to answer questions and I'm always here to lend a helping hand, I can only do so much because I have so many students. Now, I'm always trying to give value back. I'm always trying to help you guys out. I genuinely want you to succeed. So feel free to shoot me a question if you have a simple question, or even an in-depth question. But I do get the occasional, uh, kind of mentoring type questions, and where that's totally fine, once in a while, or something like that. I'm always here to help you out, but I can't spend hours during each day answering questions and kind of being in a chat with you guys, because I just don't have time to do that. I'm pumping out a lot of content. I get a lot of other questions from other students, and I have to share my time with everybody equally and kind of help everybody out. So, I take the personal approach. I answer every single message. None of them are automated. None of them are, not counting the messages that you get when you finish and start a course. Obviously, those are always automated. But all the questions that you ask ask me, all the questions that you email me, anything that I'm engaging with. I'm always 100% engaged with my audience. That's always me. I always try to provide value and help you guys out personally. I feel like that personal touch goes a long way. And, I really enjoy engaging with you. But with that being said, I do offer services. If you guys have any, I'm not trying to sell you any of my services. I'm actually extremely busy and I barely have enough time as it is, because I'm pumping out, a ridiculous amount of content to kind of help and teach you guys, because that's what my passion is. I have a social media marketing agency, and I did start, that was one of the first businesses I actually started, and that will be coming out a little bit. I'll have a course coming out on social media marketing and how to start your own agency very, very soon. If it's not already out yet, stay tuned for that. But one of the things on my site, on BG Media Innovation, that I host is, under the services, I've built websites for many companies. I've built e-commerce sites. I've built my own sites. I have about 23 sites. I'm not sure exactly what that is. So if you do have any questions, feel free to ask them. But I also do obviously offer website design services. Now, you don't have to book that through my website. You can email me if you're interested, and I'll get back to you. But like I said, I can answer specific questions here and there, and I can answer, in depth and give you a personal touch. But I can't build your website for you. I can't be your feedback, support system. I'm not always going to be available to, tell you the ins and outs of every single thing. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this course. I hope it helped you build your websites. Feel free to ask me a question. But if you want, website design, you want me to actually build your website, you don't feel like doing it, you have a purpose in mind for your website, or a company that has, needs that or whatever, I will build your website for a fee. Obviously, I'm not going to do that for free. You can book that through my site if you want, or you can just email me at Brian, that's Brian with a Y, at bgmediainnovation.com. And, we can go over that. But I also offer digital consulting by the hour too. If any of you are interested in that, if you want like a one-on-one touch with me, we can either, hop on Skype and talk face to face, or we can hop on the phone and have a phone chat while I'm on TeamViewer. If you don't know what TeamViewer is, essentially what it is we share screens, and I can hop on your screen. I can move my mouse around and do things on your computer while you're watching, and vice versa. You can use your mouse and do things while I'm watching. So it's pretty cool. It's a good service. I'm just throwing that out there. Like I said, I'm not trying to sell you on any of these. I'm actually extremely busy. I just wanted to get that out there because some students are under the impression that I can kind of just walk them through everything and kind of be their support chat bar. And while I would love, and I genuinely love helping you guys out, I just don't simply have the time to, sit there and always be available for you to answer those in-depth questions that are like paragraphs long. Once in a while, it's totally fine. Send me one, and I would love to get back to you. It might take me a little bit, but like I said, I'm very responsive in email, so send me an email. But I just don't have the time to kind of walk you through step by step everything. So take the course. Hopefully you got a lot of value out of it. Ask me any questions that you might have. But if you want to book any of these services, feel free.